This is a Ivy Bonsai flower botanical garden building set. So it says EDUCURO 14 plus B822, 924 pieces. Has pictures of flowers here. Make your life simpler and more beautiful. Pictures on the back when you're done. It says 6.7 inches by 9 inches. So I was sent this to review for free. If you wanted to purchase it, it would cost you $30. So it has a QR code for instructions and then some other information up here. It does say, warning, choking hazard, small parts, not for small children. So in the box you have the instruction booklet, which is in full color, looks very detailed, very nice. It looks like many of these 900 parts are these small, tiny little leaves in some of the greenery at the base. You know, there's very small parts here, lots of little things you're going to have to snap together into plant-like shapes. You know, it looks like there's going to be a lot of repeated assembly of some of these parts. You know, after you get the basket built, it looks like there's going to be long rows of this ivory and greenery that you're putting together here. So looks like it's nicely step-by-step detailed. They have a list of all the parts that you should be getting in the thing back here. So it looks like a pretty good set of instructions there. We have two big bags. I see in this bag there's some smaller bags along with some loose parts. This bag here also has some big loose parts and some smaller bags. I'm going to, this says 1 of 2. This is, well, sorry. This says 1/2. This says 3/4. So I'm only going to open these in the order that the instructions tell me to. So let's get to work. Okay, I'm on page 30. I've finished all of the number 1 bags, which is the base. And there are absolutely 0 extra pieces left over, but nothing was missing. So 52 minutes in, we have the base. The instructions were quite clear. I only had 1 or 2 places where I made a mistake and had to go back. The only thing I have a comment on is this here where it says flip it over. It really should be showing these 4 feet on the upside down picture and then not on the right side up picture. But other than that, all the diagrams have been correct. And now it's time to start on the greenery, which is the number 2 bags. And these are just the small greenery, not the big flowers. Okay, it took me another 55 minutes to complete bags number 2, which is basically all of this greenery and a little bit of the edging here and the stones and these things, but mostly it's this greenery here. There is exactly 2 extra of those guys and nothing else extra. I wouldn't be surprised to figure out I missed 2 holes somewhere. I don't think I have, though. I think there really were 2 extras here. Those are the first extra pieces I found. I've not run out of any pieces. I'm not missing any pieces, but you know, not too many extras. These guys were kind of finicky. You probably don't need to follow the directions too precisely here. You know, you could get these leaves and flowers in different orientations if you wanted to, but I did try to follow the directions very well, and so I think I have every flower exactly where I need it to be according to the instructions. Now, the flowers have kind of an orange and a yellow, and there's the dark ones here that look more reddish are actually the orange, and then these here that look kind of orangish are the yellows. Like I say, you can mix the colors of flowers around if you don't care about being super precise. All right, on to bags 3 and 4. Alright, there are 3 different shades of green on these little guys here, and I'm pretty sure that's the middle shade of green that doesn't have yellow in it, but I'm not 100% certain of that. Also, we're talking about colors here. I have 3 of these little fern things that are all the same color, and then one that's darker. And in the book, they are pretty much, as far as I can tell, all the same color. So I don't know for sure if I'm doing little ferns right or not. Okay, I finished the number 3 bags, which was primarily these little guys, a couple of these things, and this big, I think it's a sunflower. These guys with the cups were kind of the most annoying bit because there's 4 different ones and they each have a different pattern if you actually follow the instructions. You could just kind of stack them up any way you wanted to, but I did follow the instructions as best as I could. There appeared to be like 1 or 2 of these guys left over, but that might be used for something in the future. So the sunflower came out pretty nicely. It was nice, a lot of repetitive clicking of all these little parts, but it looks pretty good, I think. So that section took me about 48 minutes. Okay, so it says this gear is orange, and it's really not. It's yellow, so the colors there are a little off. They also have this thing, and say I think there's going to be 4 of these. They're also kind of yellow. I've only found 2 so far. So every other petal in this guy had yellow connectors. All of these and all of those. But these 2, the instructions very clearly state, and there are exactly 2 of these orange connectors, that these guys are going to have orange connectors. Not sure why. Also, some of the petal bits here that should have been orange were actually yellow, but whatever. Alright, my time-lapse camera turned off at the very end there. I don't have an exact count, but my estimate here was about 4 hours of build time to put this guy together. It looks pretty nice when you're done. So we have it all done. Back of the instructions have a listing of everything that should have been in there and exactly how many of them there should be. My son is coveting this cool teal brick separator, and these are the extra pieces that either I messed up and missed a place where I was supposed to put them in, or they gave me extras. This guy here is a weird dark green color. 2 extra of those and 1 extra of these little guys. But I didn't have anything missing. There were a couple of pieces that were orange when I thought they were supposed to be yellow according to the instructions, but everything else was there as it was supposed to be. Okay, this building set was not difficult. It took about 4 hours to put together, but the instructions laid everything out and it was pretty much just step-by-step follow the instructions. It says 14 plus on the age range, and I kind of agree with that. It looks pretty nice when you're done with it. The most of the pegs of these bricks are mostly hidden or integrated in, so it does look much more organic than you might expect with kind of the plastic block building set. So I've been pretty happy with the Ivy Bonsai Botanical Garden here, and I believe there are other kits in the similar line.